Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. My name is Nick Santiago. Today is October 30th, 2014, and believe it or not, QE3 is over. So QE3 has ended yesterday. The Federal Reserve finally ending its quantitative easing money printing program. They're still going to keep interest rates at 0%. That is the Fed's funds rate. That's not the rate that we pay, the prime. That is the Fed funds rate. So that's the overnight lending rate to the large banks like JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citigroup. They get free money each and every night if they want. So here we have the S&P 500 E-mini futures trading lower by about 5 3/4 points to 1966.5 per contract. I don't know if we can make too much out of it. Futures were lower this morning right around 7 o'clock, so we'll see if we do proceed back down there. But either way you look at it, QE3 is over. We'll let the market figure out how it's going to play out once the dust settles. But there are a lot of stocks in the news today. There are a lot of earnings that are being released, and I think that's where we should focus on trying to make money. All right, let's start off with the first stock in the picture here is Baidu, leading Chinese internet. This is really the Google of China. Stock right now is trading at $223.92. It closed at $224.53. So Baidu is actually holding up fine. You can see after the market closed yesterday when the earnings came out, stock spiked all the way down to 208. But right now it's holding up very, very well. I'm going to give the stock the upside bias today to around 226.50. That's where we'll probably look for some intraday resistance. But Baidu is holding up fine right now, and it does have potential upside to 226.50. So watch that as your bigger resistance level. If the stock declines, we'll have to look at it intraday on the charts, and we'll see where it goes from there. But right now, the stock is holding up very, very well. And again, I don't see anything really terrible right now. Let's take a look at Visa. They came out with news. They're going to do a $5 billion share buyback. Stock right now is trading at $224.50. It closed yesterday at $214.85. The only level I'm seeing for resistance right now on Visa is going to be at double top right around 234. So does it have another $10 of upside? It could. Be careful with it. It's a strong name right now. I would not get in front of it on the short side at the moment. Looking at the next name here, we're going to look at Akamai, AKAM. Akamai Technologies. Stock right now is trading at $54.90. It closed at $56.22. In my opinion right now, looking at the charts, what I'm seeing here is if the stock does come down a little bit lower, it is going to have a lot of support around 51.75, 51.70. That will be the recent double bottom made a couple of weeks ago. So keep that level on the radar. Right now, when I look at Akamai, though, it is definitely on the weaker side. But that's the only level that I'm seeing right now, around 51.75. There could be some support around 52. I don't want to rule that out. That would be probably the bounce level, 52 to 51.75 from what I could see on Akamai today. But the stock is trading a little bit lower before the opening bell. Also trading lower is Zillow. I'm not sure of the news here. I did not check it out, but the stock right now is trading at 101, closed at 105.52. I see a ton of support at 94.50. So keep that on the radar if Zillow gets down to 94.50. If you want to step in there, that's where you could give it a shot. Again, all the levels mentioned today are scalp levels, and we will be trading most of these today. So come on over to the intraday stock chat, take a 7-day free trial. We have gap plays galore really out here today, so I'm just going over a few that we're going to be looking at. Let's take a look at RGR. Ruger is trading at 42.40. Stock closed last night at 47.13. So Ruger is getting shot in the foot today, trading down pretty decently. I will have a level to play this stock in the chat room today, but this will be in play. We will look to trade this name. Let's take a look at Conoco Phillips. They reported earnings as well. Right now the stock is trading at $70.92. It closed at $70.75 yesterday. I'm not seeing anything great or terrible for Conoco. It's basically right where it closed. But I will say this, if it could trade above yesterday's high, which is 72.15. This stock has a chance to be a runner. Then it could trade into the $75 level. So we will be looking at Conoco today throughout the trading session, potentially as a play at some point. Let's take a look at Mosaic. I believe they came out with earnings. Ticker symbol is MOS. Stock right now is trading at 42.05, closed at 42.72. There is not a lot of volume here, so this could change. I'm not seeing much to do right here, but the current pattern in on the Mosaic chart is not terrible. And when I say that, I mean it on the daily chart. So we'll be looking at Mosaic today. It might show some strength. Again, we'll have to look at that once the market opens, and we will look to potentially be playing that once the trading begins at 9:30. Let's take a look at JCI, Johnson Controls. This stock right now is trading at $44.42. I do believe they came out with earnings today. So Johnson Controls, I believe, did come out with earnings today. I'm not seeing much movement here in the pre-market, but this is a stock that could be in play today once the opening bell rings. So keep this on the radar. We'll see how this one plays out once the opening bell rings, but there's not a lot we're going to do with it at the moment. Let's take a look at CTXS, which is Citrix Systems. We love Citrix Systems, but guess what? Stock is getting hit today. Closed at $63.04. Right now, it looks like it's trading at $59.90. There's no volume out here, so that could be wrong. But either way, we have isolated a very, very good level for Citrix today, and we will be looking to play that in the intraday stock chat in a little while. So we will watch this one pretty closely, and we'll see how it plays out. Let's take a look at Cirrus Logic. CRUS is their ticker symbol. Stock right now is trading at 22.25. I'm going to give this stock a little bit more upside here. I'm going to say it's going to run into a wall of resistance around 22.65. So there you have it. Right now the stock is holding up pretty well, closed at 21.89. But give this one a little bit more upside. I'm showing resistance right now around 22.65. So Cirrus Logic holding up pretty well. All right, let's go over to the gold market. Gold is getting slammed today, down about 20 points at the moment. If you take a look at the GLD, what you're going to see here is that the GLD is trading around 115.78, closed at 116.41. So the market is selling gold off right now because the end of QE is over. But this is where I start to look for a bottom in gold. Okay, so be very, very patient. I'm going to say GLD today will have very, very good support around 114.62, 114.60 if it does sell off. Keep that level on the radar. Gold is starting to come in to a significant bottom. It may make a new low over the next couple of days, but I will be looking for a significant bottom. This is something that I will be sharing with the Research Center members as soon as my calculations are correct or finished, I should say. I ultimately believe they will be correct, and we're going to start looking for a bottom in gold very, very soon. So again, gold is getting close. Again, I know QE is over and everybody thinks gold is dead, and that's one of the reasons why I'm starting to really love gold at this stage of the game. With that being said, everybody, looking at oil right now, you have light sweet crude trading down about 45 cents to $81.73 an ounce. The USO is trading right around the 3102 level. It closed at 3123, so it's pulled back a little bit. Right now, I'm going to say oil is still fighting to stay above the 80 level. It's still a very, very choppy play. I don't think there's a lot of downside in oil from here, but hey, you never know. We'll see how it plays out. Just be a little bit careful with the oil trade at the moment. Let it give us a more definitive chart setup before we see it really making any major moves. But I have a hard time thinking it's going to go much lower from this point on. All right, everyone. With that said, I'm going to leave it here, short and sweet. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. There are a lot of other equities out here that are in play today. We've really only just skimmed the surface on what I think we can trade. So it should be a good trading day. Come on over to the In the Money Stocks chat room. Take a 7-day free trial. You'll watch everything that we're doing. The Fed news is past us. The volatility and the volume should be back, and we'll look to make some money off of it. With that being said, have a great morning. We'll see you on the charts.